Hey y'all, it's me, Laura B at Craft and See with Laura B. How is everyone today? I am good. Isabel is out there barking at whatever, a squirrel, whatever. She's pretty good with birds. Her first almost 40 years of life, apparently they had lovebirds or something. Anyway, and honestly, she doesn't bark that much because of the way our property is situated. Every once in a while, she gets to fence fighting with Kona over there. My wonderful, wonderful neighbor's German Shepherd. To be fair, 99% of the time, Kona picks the fight. But a lot of the times, she goes over there and eggs her on. You know, she's got to, you know how they do. Anyway, I wanted to come here. We're going to work on more on the Day of the Dead. But I wanted to show you the what I bought from Etsy, a wonderful seller by the name of, and of course I forgot, because, you know, hey, why wouldn't I forget? I watched this little video this morning on Kevin Bacon, and they were celebrating, him and Kira Sedgwick were celebrating like the 36th anniversary. So they started singing about relaxation, which, you know, was an euphemism for, well, you know, and it was set to We Got Married in a Fever with Johnny and Cash and June Carter. So now that real song is stuck in my head for like the last 4 hours. Anyway, it is, hang on, sorry, French heirloom papers. Her name is Helen. And right now her shop is on vacation. This is the second time I've ordered from her. And, you know, I consider it a good price, and she ships very quickly. Anyway, so here we go. And it even has, if it had the little tag on it, it would have her DNA. Let me see if you can see right there. I kind of got a chuckle out of that. So it's pretty much more of the same that I got. I got some ledger paper. Some beautiful, beautiful ledger. It's got writing on it, or maybe that's printed from 1956, that one. Let's see if it has anything on the inside. New. And I think I used this in either this journal or my design team one that we finished and aired on Friday. And then here is these Le Monde Illustre. Illustre. I'd have to look that up. I meant to look it up. So there's obviously but look at this. And this one is from 1910. I think the other one I had was from 1918. The one I'm hoarding because I just, oh my gosh. Let's look this up. Let's see if I can find anything in. Yeah, it's going to take too long. Alphonse the 8th. So obviously they're royalty. But I don't speak French, unfortunately. I did take a semester in my freshman year of high school. I learned to say, puis-je aller aux toilettes, s'il vous plaît? And un, deux, trois. That's all I can do. Besides merde. We all know that one. You know, the basic words that filter through your life. But, I mean, these are just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And sturdy and not all torn up. That's what I love about her. And then she included, like last time, something for the kiddos. Smells all... I just smell it all day. 1938. Those would be beautiful with colored pencil. Anyway, these tend to be more fragile. Obviously, it's January. And then, let's see, some more ledger paper. Ooh, this one has actual writing on it. Is that writing? Yeah, it looks like print. Oh, shut up, Isabel. So there we have it. Helen, you outdid yourself. So if you want some, you know, authentic vintage French papers, I encourage you to go to Etsy and French Heirloom Papers. Helen is wonderful, and she's quick. Let me put these up real quick. Alright, so what we're doing is going to decorate these tags pockets, hopefully real quick, like, for our Day of the Dead. Now, this is, yeah, see, here's the last shipment I got that I hoard her ledger papers. I'm trying to part with things. I keep telling myself, you know, if you had to move suddenly, how much of this would you want to pack up and move? And, you know, so if you got it, use it. So the new thing on my printer, my new printer, is I got the replacement printer and promptly ran it out of ink in one day, which just really irritates me. Yes, the colors are highly saturated. I think that's what you call it. But still, one day I don't even remember my Envy going through ink that fast. And I noticed that the papers were coming out with lines in them. And, you know, vertical lines like an inch and a half wide, where the color was different, and that goes away if you take it from draft to best, but of course that uses more ink. And my other ink shipment, you know, something coming from Manassas, Virginia, that I don't know anybody from Virginia, yeah, that's my ink. And of course it was supposed to be here last week. It said it was out for delivery in Yale, Washington, but then suddenly it didn't show up, and then it didn't show up the next day, and then suddenly I get this, oh, we don't have any information on it. And now, you know, because I get informed delivery, it's telling me that same thing, they're waiting delivery from Virginia. So why would you tell me that it's out for delivery here in Yale, Washington, and then turn around 4 days later and tell me, oh, we're still waiting for it from the sender? I don't understand. I'm slapping my forehead because I don't understand. And here's the thing, I feel guilty because of Hurricane Helen, or Helene, or whatever, Helena, and all those poor people that have died and, you know, have no power, and their houses are flooded and their cars are swept away, and here I'm bitching about ink. The point is, I have no ink. I have no way of printing anything until it gets here. So I have to be grateful and challenge myself that what I've printed is what I got. And thankfully I printed quite a bit from this kit out. Oh man, hot flash. So anyway, so here we go. Let's see what I have done. I did this one today. And then I did this one today. And what I did with this is I have these die cuts, different candelabras, and I did the same thing with my acetate that I spray the oxides on, and I glued it on top, and then it got water underneath it. And danged if that isn't a happy accident, and I cannot get the other two to do the same thing. So, because even the flame is the color of the acetate, but only the candle and the little thing you stick it in. Anyway, I cannot recreate that happy accident. Here is just a fall one. I did a watercolor, you know, various watercolors across, you know, obviously watercolor paper, to make fall colors, and then I just die cut them. And this, I have a big old piece of it. This is from when I did my blackberry staining. I used a cheesecloth to, you know, squeeze as much juice out of as I could. And so I use that because the water that I put on these colors actually managed to make it purplish. So check that out. It came out purpley. So anyway, I just went with it. So there's that one. And you know, technically we use this as a Halloween color. I mean, and it is in the cover of the Day of the Dead. So and here's one. I did these a few days ago. And then this one where I did the same thing with the acetate, but the cardstock underneath it. And with the cardstock, it made the lines in the pumpkin that it is supposed to have. You have to have some enough weight on it. And so I took Tim Holtz Distress Oxide crayons, I think in the sage green, and I was unhappy with how it didn't stay inside the lines, but it sure shows up through that nicely. Again, happy accident. So this one I think we did on camera. I think we did some of them on camera. And I took some of this book pages and I did the same thing, you know, except for without the water. And now I'm a little bit thinking it's too on the nose. And I did the same thing with cheesecloth or mulberry paper. But we are going to continue decorating these. And since it takes me for flippin' ever to decorate anything, this is probably all we'll have time for. Now, this is not from the wild sunflower. This is from Rose over at Bohemian Rose. Wild Bohemian Rose. Again, I'll link. So I like her. I picked out, she has I bought this mega grunge red or something like that bundle, and it has a lot of fussy cuts. Oh my gosh, everybody has got so many fussy cuts. But I picked out the ones that look kind of Day of the Dead-ish. Because, you know, I'm not a design team member. And there, ergo, I can do whatever I want. And this is another one from Wild Bohemian Rose. And I don't know how well you can see the bat. It's kind of an evil looking bat with red eyes. And all I did was put some stickles on top of the whatever that's supposed to be. The mirror, I think. So this is what we're doing. Like I said, it'll take me forever because, you know, that's just how I roll. I can't seem to speed up to save my life. So, because we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. Yeah, I know. And what was I going to do? Okay, yeah, that's why I picked out these two to go underneath that because of the roses. And I already used that, but I sure like this. Let's see. Oh, Isabel, shut your mouth. There's something going on out there. I can hear, or have heard the military, sorry, I have to loosen that boot, doing maneuvers in the helicopter, so, and I don't live far. I wanted to use this for the skull one, and I just couldn't make it work for me because of how far apart those are. So let us see what I might get myself up to in this. And it is not much. Let's try this book. So how is everyone on this fine Saturday morning and Monday to you? Hopefully everyone is doing well. Okay, I like that. I can deal with that. I'm trying my best not to think too much. And if my eyes are happy, then that's what I do. I'm trying to think of something is niggling at the base of my mind, and I can't quite figure out if it was a dream, something that I saw. It's just, I don't know. We got married in a fever. I know. On a pepper sprout. Let's try this. Jackson. Thank you, Kevin Bacon. I really, really appreciate your wife's. I mean, they did a really good job. They sound really well together. But that's what 36 years of marriage gets you. It is a balmy, what is it outside? It's 59 degrees outside. So I actually have the heater on, which probably can go off. I don't know why I always seem to lean to the right. Maybe it's because I'm right-handed. And this one definitely because it's got the hole there. So let us pick a color. Oops, don't knock your phone on the floor. I have so many daubers that I'm losing track of them all. And yes, I've been happy as a pig in slop. So what you see is actually straightened up. So there you have it. And you know how I like to use thread? You know, the bird's nest of threads. Kyung and I were talking today. Kyung Shotwell, check out her channel. She's awesome. Plus she's got a really cool voice, and she's such good night. All right. That she's wonderful to listen to, and her makes are just gorgeous. So when I sliced my finger open on those tweezers that I told you about on Friday, like, who does that? I mean, seriously. I did it again. I did it right there. It was a little tiny poke, but it bled. It was just like, immediately it started bleeding, which is not a big deal. I was, I didn't bleed everywhere. Come on now. And I didn't have to put a Band-Aid on it or anything, but it was like, okay, seriously, you have never done this before in the entire time you have used these, and you managed to, oh, for goodness sake, you managed to do it twice in less than 4 days. There we go. Good. Anyway, that Band-Aid was sticking on all this. I think I like the thread because it adds depth and, to me, some interest on it. Liking how I did that, so I'm trying to keep it together as best as I can. I'm going to Jackson. I'm waiting on the ink, and telling myself I'm being ungrateful and uncharitable and just not human, And it's more I'm irritated with our post office. Why would you tell me you're going to deliver something? It's out for delivery, and then tell me, oops, now we're still waiting on it. And this is not the first time I've had issues with that post office. I had a credit card that was out for delivery. and it didn't show up. And there are three up there. So, you know, it's happened on more than one occasion, and more than two actually. So it's maddening and frustrating, and so I blame the our post office. Now, if anybody works for the post office, please, please, please school me, because obviously I don't know the behind the scenes. Actually, I could probably contact my aunt, because my uncle, her husband, was a postal service worker for years in Newport, Oregon, and he might be able to tell me why that happens. Anyway, so here's another one. Boop. So I put a reel up on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Where is that other one? Is it hidden and I just don't see it? Because I used it. Well, crap on a crap. This is what happens when you get so many projects going at the same time, that you lose oh well, okay. I just don't like having to, you know, mess up new daughters. And of course, my inks are all in this drawer, and it's not in this. It's out here. And I put them in, you know, dark to light, so that you don't have to dig to find them every time. And you know, once I do this, it's gonna appear in front of my face, because that's just how it goes. So I found it, you know, a nice, like I said, a happy accident that these colors, some of these colors, aged into purples. That was not my intention at all, and obviously I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to color wheels and all that kind of stuff, and blending and blah 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 blah. All right, so here's our next one. Oh man. Let's see, I believe I gotta take a little aside here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. All right, so. It's 11 days counting today until it's find out whether or not I get to take this boot off and buy tennis shoes. I don't have any picked out, but I have the brand I'm going to get, and they're not cheap. Because, you know, oh, why be cheap? Okay, I like that so far. Okay, I can live with that. Let's see what I can do with a little bit of book a page. It seems a little bit, because it's the same. It's the same. Golly, get that song out of my head. Because I'm going to Jackson. You know what? I think I'm just going to go simple. Oh, that's a cluster. So yeah, I was wanting to print out this folio for this, and oh, shut up, Lori. Just shut up. Be grateful that your home hasn't been washed away, and just shut up about it. Okay. Okay, I'm just thumbing through these. this one or that one. I still want to use that lace. I do not have much of it. So why don't we just cut it? Oop. No, because I don't want to cut it until I know exactly. Here. All right. Yeah, 5 minutes. Hang on, one more time. One more loop. I just can't make this all work. So, here we go. Just one more. Una más. No. No. All right, just shut it and do it. What's this one? I wish I could get this on in my head. I really do. Go. I'm gonna try something. Since I found a way to attach that pin to the dangle where it doesn't come flying out of there, falling off all the time. I think I did. No, just leave it. I got another earring back. You know, the traditional earring backs. Hang on. And again, because it kept coming off of the dangle. I also have, what am I doing? It's right here. I also have those plastic round ones that are tighter. I know you saw it because I saw it for a split second. There we go. And I put it underneath it, and that keeps the earring back, has been keeping the earring back on. The pin through the actual earring backs is what I'm trying to say. And there we have it. No, I just don't. I don't know if y'all found something you liked on there, but I just couldn't make my eyes be happy. There we go. And let us inker. Skinamarink inky dink. There we go. No. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I'm trailing off. Don't have much to say. So I shot a quick video. That's what I was attempting to say. I shot a quick video on when I was giving my hens some cucumber. And I hit my head twice on the metal roof that goes over there. No. I've got that. All right. Let us get to some gluing. I know. Just such a mess. Such a mess. And like I said, I made 3 of these for each. And I don't really care where I put them. Let's see if I would. Yeah, that would work fine. Ruler. they're not stuck. I trust that you all enjoyed your weekend, hopefully. It is, like I said, it's Saturday, it's college football day, so I have not heard from Joe, and I probably won't hear from him for another hour or two. Because that's just how it goes on Saturdays for him. Get that closer to the edge. Make sure that I can get into each side. There we go. So I was printing out a bunch of these new kits that I bought. They're absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that's going there. Just pick a spot. Oh my God, just pick a spot. Here we go. Pick a spot. What was I saying? Oh, I lost my train of thought because I get all up in my head. I completely lost it. Other than college football, don't hear from him because that's kind of how it rolls on the weekend. So when it comes to this time of year, I pretty much have the weekends free, if you will. You know, he takes care of himself. Doesn't need a lot of attention. Oh, the reel about the chickens. So I posted it on the channel and my Instagram and my Facebook. I've never posted a reel to Facebook before. So that was different. Said no rhyme, no reason. But yeah, and I ran my head into the getting it under things. It's a little crooked. Oh well, it's stuck. So what if it's just a little crooked? Oh shoot. Got it. Houston, we have a problem. Hopefully I didn't flub that up. There. So there's 3 for this one. See what goes with that. Come on now. original one. Stick with the original one. Use a little bit more glue to make sure it actually wants to shoot. I have been listening to a lot of Audible, and one of them, because, you know, you get so many coins or whatever they're called, but this one is not. It is just one that they have. It is, I think I was talking about this, come on, make sure I've got it down there. The 6 Wives of Henry VIII. It's really good. It's one of the only things that will quiet my mind, I've found. You know, and somebody was saying, you know, music doesn't do that, and it's like, no, I can think through music. I can go where I don't need to go when I listen to music. But there we go. However, with Audible in the books, I'm trying so hard to concentrate on what they're reading that I don't have time or brain power or what have you to go on tirades or, you know, like I said, what have you. But anyway, the 6 Wives of Henry VIII. I'm just now, you know, hours into it, because it's a thick book. I have the book. I actually have the paperback, and it's really thick. You know, not that I don't like thick books. I was talking to somebody else about that. Thick books today, but it's a big book. I'm just up to the point where Anne Boleyn is just, I mean, like, I'm minutes away from Anne Boleyn getting to the tower. Not quite off with her head yet. Hello, Isabeau. I know. Hello. I know. Come here. Come say hi. Come on, come on. Quick, 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 quick. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, thank you. Go have fun. I know. Go have fun. That's going to go nice. Nicely. So yeah, it's a really good, you know, if you're an Anglophile, if that kind of thing interests you, it's a really good book. I did use my 3 what have yous, coins, tokens, whatever they're called, to purchase a couple. Well, one's a mythology book, and I wanted it on Greek mythology because I've always been fascinated by that. However, it has a lot of mythology on there, different, you know, nations, countries. It's got Norse, and I think there's some Chinese, and Hindu, and I'll have to, you know. But I'm so taken with this one that I just, you know, I should wind up with trace pockets. Pocketsees, and I did. Yay. Let's see where this fold is. Okay, I do have room. Sometimes I have to do that to be able to see where I'm at. Oh, I'm just looking at this and mourning my other kit, you know, journal that I want to make, and I'm not going to do any showing you any pictures because I didn't get to print them all out. And and I feel guilty. I want to call HP and, you know, hey, what's going on? But, like I said, hurricane, people dead, losing their homes, without power. Not the time. Read the room. There. I noticed one thing about doing that is it sure sticks down quick. You know, dries. That's what I'm trying to say. It dries. Okay. Get this back together. Get that back there. Let's see which one. Me likey. Okay. Yeah, 2 on the nose. That one might be better. Okay, we're going to do it because of the grunge factor there. Plagued by indecision. Should be a song. I think she. You know, we're not that far from the base. Like where they do some of their maneuvers, the outlying part. But far enough away that it still surprises me. I mean, I can hear machine gun fire. Sometimes, yeah, it's that loud. And there's Joe in the kitchen. It'd be nice if he's emptying the dishwasher, but, you know. If wishes were horses. No, he... just like a lot of us and a lot of children, he prefers to wait as long as he can. No, he's eating. I can hear the microwave. So this went on a lot longer than I thought it was going to. For, you know, it always seems what little I did. But we got pockets all glued in. Okay. I have a really hard time getting underneath papers and picking papers up. You know, I've always, looking back, I've always had difficulty, like, you know, as a nurse, I have always had a hard time feeling palpating pulses. And so I have a hard time with my own, very hard time. And now it's translating in not being able to pick up papers, things lightweight and flat. All right, so there we have it. They really did not want this going this long. So there's one. And there's the finished of this one. For the most part, I may put a Velcro under that. There's another one. there's that one. So they each have 3, like I said. Kind of like that with the whole... And there's the other one, which I actually think that turned out well. And then, oops, that one. Apparently I had sound issues with my last video, hard to hear. It didn't, I heard it fine when I listened to it on my phone, but I do have a microphone, a lapel mic picked out. I'll be ordering it in the next few days. Hopefully that will help. Again, I really like that one and how that turned out. The same 4 colors. This rusty hinge. I think I put some marmalade. The black soot and ground espresso, but just in the oxides, and how that turned out. Yes, I know, Mitzi, you don't like strings. Deal with it. And that one. So there you have it. Again, if you liked what you have seen, please, please, please give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment in the comment box. Share with your friends. And subscribe if you haven't already. And on that note, I bid you, well, first of all, thank you for all my subscribers, everybody that tunes in, even if it's just passing. I really appreciate all of it. And on that note, I bid you adieu. Peace out. Bye, guys.